Hello and welcome everybody. For today's video, we are going to be ranking all of the Pokemon starter throughout the run of the Pokemon series. Without further ado, please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon and awesome anime content. Without further ado, here we go. Starting off the list is Squirtle. As you can see, my first gen starter is actually Squirtle. I do love my Squirtle. We are gonna be putting Squirtle S tier. I do love Squirtle. Out of the Gen 1 starters, Squirtle is probably one of my best. Squirtle. And then next would be Bulbasaur. Honestly, none of the first gen is actually lower than A tier. I just preferred Squirtle back in the day. But both Bulbasaur and Charmander are a decent starter. I do love both of them. The first time I played Pokemon Fire Red, I actually chose Bulbasaur over here. So yeah, I do love my Bulbasaur. And then as for the second gen starters over here, I'm probably gonna be putting let's see. Honestly, the highest, I'm not really the biggest fan of the second gen starters. I do know that Totodile is probably gonna be A tier, so I'm gonna be putting Cyndaquil at B tier, and then Chikorita. The Chikorita is probably overall my least favorite starter in D tier, just because they really did not advertise using grass type on second gen. I mean, the first gym leader is literally a flying type with Faulkner, so you're kind of screwed. And it's probably the least starter that I've used so far. I mean, in the Pokemon anime, I do love Chikorita, but in games, he's kind of underwhelming. He is, yeah. Chikorita is underwhelming in the Pokemon games. So for me, D tier for you. Although in terms of, I'm just gonna put you in C tier because I do love you in the Pokemon anime at least, and it's not gonna be right for you to be D tier anyway. Meanwhile, Totodile is okay. Okay, let me explain. I love crocodiles. I love alligators. I love the reptile species, my dude. And just looking at the design of your alligator, but he's literally I think the first starter I played when playing through second gen and the second gen remakes. Like, he's my favorite starter out of the second gen starters, my dudes. Like, I love just that aesthetic of it, the way the personality he got for the Pokemon anime. Overall, I do love Totodile, one of my favorite second gen starter. I love Totodile. Torchic. Torchic is probably gonna be at B tier, honestly, because A tier for me, my A tier is going to be Mudkip for its third gen. I do love Mudkip. Mudkip is probably one of my favorite. Because of Swampert. I mean, Swampert is just the bulkiest one around, my dude. I love me some Swampert action, and Mudkip is so adorable. I think I have that clip on YouTube where two Mudkips are just chatting it up, like Mudkip, like I think chatting it up on a rock. Like, I love that. I love Mudkip so much, man. Mudkip is too cute, and Brock having Mudkip, like the person having Mudkip in the anime. Chef's kiss right there. Let's go for Trico. It is tough. This is tough because I do love Trico. Probably the same way I love Torchic. Yeah, definitely. I do prefer Mudkip over Trico though, and I do love Trico's personality in the anime. I do love that he likes to have that twig in his mouth. on his mouth. So I do love that. I'm gonna go put Chico on, probably gonna be putting him at the low A. Then I'm gonna be putting him as, this is tough. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, Mudkip and Squirtle. And then Empoleon would be onto the the fourth generation of games. Piplup, probably my least favorite would be Turtwig. So I'm gonna be putting Turtwig at B, and Piplup is probably going to be at C and 80 right here. I'm gonna be arranging this later. And then of course, as you may know, this YouTube channel is called Infernape King. And you bet your ass that I'm going to be putting this boy over here at S tier. I mean, he's a monkey, he's an adorable chimp. Like, come on, adorable chimp, and evolves into an Infernape, a Sun Wukong kind of character. I love that. A fire monkey, my dudes. A fire goddamn monkey. Come on. What can you hate about my boy Chimchar? Okay. The first D tier is definitely Rowlet. So that's why I wanted C tier, because I do prefer. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna exchange it. You know what? Cancel that. I do prefer Rowlet over Chikorita. I mean, overall, probably the most boring. It's definitely more boring than Rowlet, because Rowlet at least have the Ghost Grass type evolving to its final form. Meanwhile, Chikorita stays pure Grass type. Yeah. So I'm gonna be putting Chikorita indeed there, just because. But I really don't like. The only downside with this, with Rowlet being here, is because I really don't like Rowlet in the anime though. I mean, he kind of just leaps around. I mean, he's one of Ash's Pokemon, but he just sleeps around. He never evolves. So I don't really like him in the anime. But I do love him in the video games at least. And his final evolved form is kind of unique with the Ghost and Grass typing. So I'm just gonna... Although, overall, out of all the 7th generation of games, he's probably my least favorite. Like, out of all the 7th generation starters, probably my least favorite. Why did I do Rowlet first? I should have done 6th gen since... Yeah, wait. Oh, 5th gen first. Oh. Okay, let's go for 5th gen. Without further ado. Probably gonna be B tier. I'm not really a huge fan of all the starters in 5th gen. I do love 5th gen though. 5th gen has the best champion with Alder and Iris. I do love them. I love the characters, but the starter, I'm not really the biggest fan. I am not the biggest fan of the starter in 5th gen. Probably the one that I actually like is Samurott. I actually did not started liking Oshawott until I found out Samurott. Like, it just looks so goofy, my dude. Oshawott's design, but the moment I saw how Samurott looked, I actually instantly fell in love with it. Like, I wanted to catch it the moment I saw it being played on the Let's Plays on YouTube. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be putting Oshawott probably low E tier as well. I do prefer over Tepig at least. Yeah, the bacon. I think because I do prefer, when it comes to 5th gen, it's going to be like Snivy over Tepig, and then Oshawott over Snivy. That's kind of the deal. Here is my second D tier. I actually did not start hating on Fennekin as well. The reason why I hated Fennekin is because of his final evolution Delphox. Like I kid you not, I actually did not like Delphox design. I mean, I do love Breakstone. Breakstone has a cute design, and Fennekin has the cute. Fennekin has the cute fox kind of character. Like, dude, if this, I actually wanted him to be a kitsune or a nine-tailed fox, but then again, there's already a nine-tails. Yeah, I did not started hating it, but I hated it because of the fox. Because just looking at Fennekin, you never thought that it's gonna be turning out as a Delphox. Like, he's just so cute. So I'm just gonna put as much as it pains me to put him in D. Okay, I'm not gonna be putting him in D tier because I still like him. He's too cute. Just that his final evolution kinda sucks. And then, of course, as if this guy belongs in anywhere else. I mean, come on, he's a frog. He's a ninja frog when he evolves. He deserves nothing but S tier, in my opinion. Okay, wait, you know what? Not really S tier, but I'm gonna be putting him A tier instead. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting him A tier. I'm putting him A tier. And then Chespin, I was underwhelmed with Chespin, so I'm gonna be D tier for him. It's the D tier for him. Yeah. I actually was not a big fan of Chestnut's design. That's just my preference. That is just my preference. Yeah, as you can see, this is more on the design of the Pokemon instead of their stats. Yeah, and their lore in the anime as well. Okay. Speaking of fire types, let's go proceed and judge the rest of the 7th gen starters. Let's see. I'm just gonna go drink some water. Let's start with Litten. Let's go with Litten here, since we already judged Rowlet. And Litten is actually really cool for me. I love Litten. Absolutely. I mean, he's like a wrestler. His aesthetic as a wrestler cat, a dark cat, a dark fire type. Everything about him, I really do love Litten, and his partnership with Kukui is just perfect. Like, I do love Masquero. I like Masquero. Yeah, not Kukui, it's Masquero. So for me, I would definitely put Litten on A tier, and Poplio probably on, because I do love the mermaid aesthetic for Poplio, like for Primarina. So for me, and the fact that I actually used Poplio the first time I played Pokemon Sun and Moon 2, I really do love Poplio. So 3 water types and 1 fire type. Whoa. Chespin, of course. I put 2 Chespin here without knowing. Okay. I do love all of the Galar starter. I'm gonna confess, I love all of them. But if I have to pick a favorite, I would probably go Scarbunny on S tier. Because I do love how active it is, his personality. And then my least favorite is Grookey, solely because of that anime episode. Like, he did Team Rocket wrong. Like, Team Rocket, Jesse James, and Meowth is probably the kindest trainer there. It's not even because Team Rocket abuses him like Jesse James and Meowth, but he really did them wrong. The trio literally treat him right. Like, they even fed him, and yet he betrayed the 3 of them. So for me, that's just a downgrade for me. I hated Grookey because of that episode, man. I mean, as much as I love Grookey in games, I hated Grookey just because of that anime episode. That ruined Grookey for me. And this guy is going to be an 8 because I do love him. So let's go fix this. It's kind of messy right now though. I'd probably knock down. I'm not gonna be doing anything with the C tier, but I'm probably gonna knock down a couple of guys here. Probably Grookey. I'm putting Grookey here. Yeah, and then because I do love better than that. Okay. Let's go with this. And then that's probably the right one. Yeah, that's definitely the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. And I think this one here is definitely my number 1 pick. Yep, like that. Okay. S tier is all good to me. And then as for A tier, Charmander goes first, and then Totodile, and then Piplup is probably gonna be here. I do love Empoleon way more than Trico. And then Froakie, and then Mr. Sobble over here. Yeah, because Sobble, I love that I love his personality, overall design for the final evolution. I love everything about Sobble actually. I just did it. I'm not a huge fan of how he was done in the anime. He essentially becomes a loner in the anime. So yeah. Just so that Grookey has a spot. I kind of did not like that. And overall, I think that's probably it. Yeah, tell me guys, which arrangement for the starters would you prefer? S tier would be Chimchar, Mudkip, Squirtle, Scorbunny, and Popplio. A tier would be Charmander, Totodile, Bulbasaur, Piplup, Trico, Froakie, Oshawott, Sobble, and Litten. B tier would be Torchic, Cyndaquil, Turtwig, and Snivy. And then C tier would be, I keep forgetting his name. This guy from 7th Gen, yeah. And then Tepig, Fennekin. Oh man. Why am I forgetting his name? Grookey, Chip, and then D tier would be Chikorita and Chespin. Yeah, that would be it. Tell me guys, which are your favorite starter in the comment section below. Without further ado, see you in the next episode, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and see you guys then.